Welcome to Conference Whispers, Calling Contact Center Expo, Las Vegas 2024, held in Las Vegas, Nevada, April 24th to 25th. After 2 days of filming and 31 videos, plus some 30 shorts and over 30 fact checks, our coverage of this year's Calling Contact Center Expo, Las Vegas, CCCLV24 ends. With row after row of exhibits, the event was made whole by the balanced combination of talks and exhibits. Even better, there was 15 minutes in between talks so one could catch the exhibits. Furthermore, all theater schedules were aligned in the event you wanted to switch theaters as well. The 2 short day event is definitely mighty and packs a punch with 4 keynote theaters, each featuring 6 talks a day and a whopping 48 sessions. That said, there are also 2 keynotes who were too bashful to be taped, which is a highly unusual occurrence. Nonetheless, we captured quite a lot of great content at this year's CCCLV 24, and you can enjoy the entire playlist. In fact, we also spun out well over 30 shorts, which are at the tail end of the playlist in case you only want to catch the super good parts. We were also able to capture the food available. Overall, it seems the Las Vegas Convention Center hits the mark, as there are many bragging about the food prices as there were complaining. The global voice of customer experience, Dennis Wakabayashi, was interviewing on site and even shared his wisdom in a keynote. Fascinating to see how leveraging global call center talent can truly impact the world in which we live. Getting ready for exciting new technology. Hani Sanjeev's keynote by eGain appropriately drove home the requirements for corporate data programs to be mature before attempting to dive into deep learning tools and techniques. A second keynote by Uniphone offered up an enterprise AI blueprint with some very solid advice. Specifically, your knowledge management system should be used so that the data determines your first actions. One must act based upon customer pain points, not the cool technology. Of course, if you didn't get to organize it yet, Robot.ai shared their solution on exhibit. Robot.ai is simply fed all of your corporate data and then provides a GenAI service to answer questions about it. A keynote reminder was given that one cannot use newest and greatest AI tools without thought to protect your customers. This keynote was provided by Private AI's co-founder, Patricia Thane. In her talk, she detailed the various scenarios and considerations one must take to not end up in the news for an embarrassing compromise. It was a true sign of industry maturity to see a product such as Private AI on exhibit this year as well. Speaking of protection, a vendor we're all familiar with, securelogix, shared their patented solution to stop call pumping in DDoS attacks and more. Call pumping wastes an incredible amount of money. During my tenure as a telephony strategist, every public 800 number examined suffered from call pumping compromise. At one point, 85% of all DDoS attacks had concurrent TDoS attacks, meaning your customers cannot find you on the internet or call you regarding the issue. One modern security concern involving deepfakes, to that end, Veridas was on hand, and their solution is able to identify and stop vocal deepfakes. Conference Whispers NAB Show 2024 featured translation and transcription services leveraged in addition to broadcasting in keynotes as well as exhibits. Microsoft featured their solution based on OpenAI, and TRINT featured their text-to-speech solution adopted by the industry. You may also recall on Conference Whispers Adobe Summit, we covered the Transperfect in their 200 languages. For the first time ever, we found technology that the UN decided to use, expanding a 10-minute demonstration into an entire day session. Of course, if their presentation was anything like the one at CCLV, we understand. Worldwide Tech Connections does text-to-text, text-to-speech, speech-to-text, or speech-to-speech. They build their own grammar and vocabulary models and parse the entire sentence before translating. Of course, if you only needed a bilingual medical back office, Access Salud was there to help. Technologies for agents. Awaken's keynote points out that agent experience is your brand experience to your customers. To that end, there were many technologies available to improve agent experience. You may recall FLOWIT from Conference Whisper CES 2024 that uses generative AI over employee satisfaction. They were also featured in Industry Whisper's webinar. CCCLV had a similar technology by Centrical, focused on improving employee experience. They focus on creating a best-in-class employee experience for frontline agents specifically. Evaluagent was on exhibit sharing how their technology can execute deep analysis of the conversation and summarizing, freeing up agents. For organizations seeking to add AI to their agents and leave it to the agent's discretion when and how they use AI, then Smile.cx was there for you. If you want to capture all the folklore in your organization and make it accessible to your agents, Screen Steps was exhibited. If you want to avoid handling agents a 200-page searchable PDF, then Cowboy may have an answer for you. In another exhibit, Ready.io has AI for your agents and stated a system setup only takes 5 minutes. If your agents have a heavy accent, making frustrating for them to communicate, tomato.ai was on stage last year and on exhibit this year. We also featured tomato.ai in the Industry Whispers earlier this year. Big Profiles was on exhibit to provide intelligent customer profiles that predict certain customer propensities such as churn, purchase, cross-sales, and collections. Structurally shared their solutions to text or call customers, including an AI-created voice. Observe AI can digest all conversations with customers to identify moments of interest. If you would appreciate accurate, granular sentiment analysis over all those communications, then Cestic and their conversational AI and analytics was on exhibit. Today's customers will enjoy. If you are an individual whose number is on the Do Not Call registry, you will appreciate DNC's solution. DNC to assist call centers in respecting the list by scrubbing it for numbers that they should not contact. Meera.ai enables a company to stop annoying customers by maintaining contact cadence for the organization. TNS was one of the many vendors present that can add a telephony identifier, Annie, to wireless outbound calls for the Annie of the company represented. For readers who absolutely despise interactive voice response, IVR systems, Talkr.ai shared their technology, ready to make your corporate IVR system obsolete. If you understand your agent is critical, you will appreciate if the agent is calling has access to tomato.ai, especially in the event they have a heavy accent. Likewise, if your company's calling is quite popular, you would appreciate if the company you're calling deployed Omilia to handle 6 million concurrent calls. If the company you do business with leverages Cowboy, you may get a custom voicemail. Cowboy leverages deep learning capabilities to generate a voice customized mass emails. Finally, for those of you that just hate filling out those surveys after speaking with a call center, Miarec has you covered. Miarec leverages conversational intelligence to automatically score and eliminate the requirement of a survey for the caller. Next year's conference. Contact and Call Center Expo comes every year to Las Vegas, and the next one will be April 16th and 17th at the Las Vegas Convention Center. This has been Conference Whispers calling Contact Center Expo 2024.code 2042. Have an amazing day.